Liar. When you start off making money, it's one of the most shocking things you're going to learn is that just about everybody is lying to you. And here you are coming into this game trying to make money, and you're trying to be honest. You're trying to tell people, you're trying to be forthright. You come into, you get a new job fresh out of college. You want to, contribute. You want to tell people that this is what you could do better. You want to believe that if, you do your job, you work hard. When the review comes up, they're going to just give you a review. You just see it as in a very altruistic way. You see it in a pure way. And you want to prove to people that you could be trusted, that you're a good employee. Now, you're listening to me on RNG, so there's a negative to this shit. You have naivete. Just like a puppy. Or maybe I say just like a bitch. All they're going to do is breed you out. Right? All they're going to do is give you kibbles and scraps off the table. And rub your back and throw a ball and let you be entertained. But as soon as you bite back, motherfucker, we're going to have to put you down. We're going to have to let you go on the street. We got to take you to the pound to be killed, to be euthanized. And that's the same way this game is with lying. And what I mean by that is that walking amongst the devils is not an easy task. Walking amongst the people who are trying to find a way to take advantage of you at every turn is not an easy task. A lot of people ain't built for it. A lot of people, like a lot of black people are to racism, they want to see something else. Turn the channel. I'm not a liar, Freeman. I don't tell lies. I tell the truth. If you remember in one of my old podcasts a long time ago, I always tell you why I never really wanted to go in business with my friends. Because it's such a rough game. Such a rough game we in. That it would definitely ruin my friendship. You know what I mean? Because money making decisions are damn near by any legal means necessary. Any of them. When I apply for jobs, if I needed to make that my job last for 2 years, I wrote it as 2 years. Even if I only worked for that motherfucker for 3 months. And when the HR person talked to me and asked me questions like, hey, Freeman, why doesn't this connect? I had somebody else do the resume. I think they made a mistake. I just give it to somebody else. But I say it with a straight face. Yeah, I don't stumble. I don't mumble. I don't do that. I straight up say, I gave it to a resume service. They could have just messed up. I don't know. I was sending it out. But I did work there. Now I say that shit. It's a straight lie. But I'm trying to make money, right? I'm trying to get a job, right? Fuck this dude. Whatever he needs to hear to be okay for me to move forward is justified. Now what you're going to say is, that's fucked up, Freeman. Because as a slave, you're not supposed to lie to the master. The master's trying to run a pure business. And you putting dirt and rocks on the bottom of your plantation, your cotton bag, to make it look like you got 18 pounds of cotton. It's just craziness. You cheating the system, Freeman. Now, of course, I use an analogy of me being a slave and picking cotton so your dumb ass will know the whole idea of honoring devils is stupid in the beginning. I'm not saying you have to be a massive liar, like lying about everything. Where'd you go? Fuck it, I was in Vegas, man. I was over there chilling with Bieber. You don't do all that. I'm telling you that in this game of making money, lies are necessary. See, y'all used to them lies when you lied to a woman. You look good in those heels. I like that outfit. You just trying to get some pussy. You just lying for that reason. You lying for such a small thing. Right? But when we come around this chip and this empire and trying to make something, your lies have to be bigger. And I know you're sitting back saying, damn, man, I don't want to do that. I'm a Christian, and I want to live the good life according to white Jesus, because white Jesus ain't a lie. That ain't a lie. So I know y'all don't like the idea of it, but let me school you to the game. Let me help you understand. And I use it in the basic way so you know. Each job you apply for, they are underpaying you. But they will send someone out to talk to you and tell you it's an opportunity. If I told you, if I smiled at you and told you that I was gonna dick you but phrase it in a way that it's an opportunity, am I not lying to you? Isn't that the nature of every fucking job you ever had? Isn't that every opportunity you had to get a job, even at McDonald's? Billions and billions served, but we don't want to raise the minimum wage because it's gonna bankrupt us. We selling hamburgers, we making them for 1 cent, and we selling them for $3, but you're gonna bankrupt us. And then the slaves say, yeah, you're gonna, then we ain't gonna have no job. See, everybody's lying. And you gotta get used to it. You gotta become proficient at it. Right? And one day you're gonna get caught, but you're gonna do what Bill Clinton do. You're gonna technically say you didn't do it. I inhaled, right? I took a puff, but I did not inhale. Right? I did not have sexual relations with that woman. If you consider a blowjob sex is dick and vagina. So I did not have dick and vagina with her. You're gonna learn a lie. And you're gonna make it a technicality that a motherfucker just can't get around. That's when you're real skilled in this game with these chips, is putting a technicality. I give you a good idea, give you a good job. Whenever I tell people I run a business, I keep it only to the dudes who run a business. If you don't run a business, I don't say that shit. Because if I tell you I run a business, if you never ran a business, your first hateful idea is, you don't look like you run a business. And I know you don't know what the fuck money look like in the first place, punk bitch. So I don't even entertain that. So I give you something else. I'm in trade. Oh, okay. Because you're used to that. You could take that. If I tell you, I run my office in New York and LA, I live here, I live there, I live this, you can't take that. Right? So that's a mercy lie for your retarded ass way of seeing the game, your naive way of seeing the game. I can't tell you the truth, because if I tell you the truth, your punk ass gonna have some anger towards me for hustling harder than you. For you still going to work every day 8 to 5 and not having enough money and looking at me saying, that motherfucker look like he got on some 88K Swiss. Hey, just chilling. You don't look like you handle money. Alright. But when I'm in business with other motherfuckers, I'm doing business. My lies are way more thorough than that. Right? My lies become humongous. In my business, we have handled over $1.2 billion in product. Now, let me explain that to you. I have many clients. They bring in a lot of stuff, right? The value of that stuff over a whole year might be like 1.5 billion. So I lie to you in the business sense by telling you that my company has handled over $1.5 billion of shipments, which is the truth and a lie. A technicality on the way I said it, isn't it? The way I phrased the lie makes it sound like, ooh, that motherfucker's handling a lot of shit, isn't he? That motherfucker, he's on something. He's doing good. We should definitely sign up with him. And let's say I said that the truthful way. Well, we did probably about 1,000 file. And yeah, we're doing good. We're a small boutique kind of firm, and we're very happy to have our customers. I sound like I'm selling goddamn cookies for the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts with you motherfuckers. I can't do that. I can't play that game when the chips are on the line. I can't be saying that little soft shit y'all like. I can't be pulling that Boy Scout shit. See, some of y'all been brainwashed. Y'all come into the game and you try to be the angel to a devil. I'm not saying you gotta be a devil, because you don't have to do anything to harm people, but we walk in hell. And that's what this chip game is about. You know, when I was younger, my nephew was very young. He'd say, Uncle, you know, I heard you lying when you were talking to this other guy. And I said, when I go to the sandbox, when you go to the sandbox, you might play marbles or you in the sandbox. I said, do you go in all white? He said, no, I don't go in all white. I said, why? Because I'm going to get dirty. And I said, but isn't the nature of playing in the sand dirt? Isn't it dirt? He said, yeah. I said, I'm in the sand every fucking day. Why do you get mad at me for being dirty? Now, he was too young to understand. He understands that now, the same analogy I just gave to you. Why would you get mad? Why do you think you walking amongst the devil that you won't have to understand the tactics of the devil, manipulate the devil, so you can get to what you need to get? Now, I tell you to try to finish the transaction because I don't want you smelling like sulfur like the rest of these Beelzebubs. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you out of Hades. But it don't mean we don't know the tactics of the devil. And lying is the number one tactic of the devil. Right? Freeman, I'm just an honest guy. That's why I don't really want to go into business, because you make it look so evil. I was out with my cousins. We were in Boston. And my cousins, you know, 2 girl cousins and her husband, one of their husbands. And they were like, yeah, when Freeman, you were in New York, you know, you were kind of crazy. And that's why I don't really want to go into business, because you make it look like it's craziness. And I said, let me give you a good idea of what's against you so you know. Only a dumb motherfucker doesn't understand money. You go to, let's say, like Shark Tank. You make a deal with an investor, right? Your so-called investor. These investors are bigger than normal. These investors have lawyers. So when that contract comes back, his lawyer has crafted it. Crafty, which is like a devilish term. Crafted this contract. And you come in saying, hey, I really don't understand, but I trust you guys. And the devil says, you can trust me. He lied. Not only did he lie, he got another craftier person to make sure the contract was better. So you're dumb. I think he has my best interest. He's loyal. Shit, your dumb ass don't know. Like Ice Cube leaving NWA. Like, fuck that. You ain't gonna pay me that, you goddamn devil. It's an understandable thing. He lied. I love you. He lied. I'm gonna take NWA to the top. He lied. I mean, don't you understand? See, a lot of us, you don't want to say that you built for this. This is why I always try not to, like I told you, I don't want to bring my friends into the business to deal with me. Now I can show you the hustle so you can go do it for yourself, and we can break bread and eat chicken wings and shit and watch the Lakers and the Raiders and the Dodgers. You understand what I'm saying? And understand the game. We 2 dudes with guns, mercenaries in this game. And we respect that we both in the hustle. But you can't be with me, because I gotta lie sometimes to get where I need to go. When I was in college, and you know how they'll tell you, you know, you can only have so many units? I think I told you this story before. You know, they have that paper, you know, like you have to take it to the registrar's office so they can approve your classes. So they said, oh, you know, you got to get a counselor. You can't have 8 classes, Freeman. All right. I said, okay. So I sat there for a second, left that motherfucker, went and sat down at the little quad area, scribbled some name that I couldn't even understand. Came back to the registrar's office an hour later and said, here, I got my supervisor signed off on it. They said, okay. I lied. Right? And for the people who don't know law, forgery requires a certain amount of money. There was no money involved, so I didn't forge the signature because I don't even know who my fucking counselor was. That's for y'all motherfuckers in law. So I forged the importance of a person, I guess, but I didn't even write a name. So long story short, I lied on that paper. I lied to her face. The registered lady, right? I lied. But I lied to get where I needed to go. I lied to get that extra class so I can get out of school early. You understand what I'm saying? I don't walk around lying. But do I have the capacity to lie? Definitely. And when I need to get somewhere, I employ all the tactics of being in the sandbox. You dig what I'm saying? All of the tactics. You know how some people say, don't throw sand in motherfuckers' eyes. I throw sand in your motherfucking eye. You understand me? Don't slam them into the dirt. I'll slam your ass into the dirt. Because everybody in that sandbox is going to throw sand in my eye and slam my ass in the dirt. Don't you know the game we're playing? This ain't fucking marbles, homie. Don't you know what we dealing with on a daily basis? Don't you know that they're here to take advantage of you and your goddamn ideas? And your Boy Scout happy to be here ass is coming in here like a fucking new girl into college who don't know how much she needs to drink, and somebody thinking about taking advantage of you? Don't you know who you're walking amongst? The devils? Don't you know that your religious institutions are playing the same game in the name of God? Don't you see this game? Don't get mad at me that I gave you a whole podcast about lying, and you becoming very good at it, and you becoming resolute when you say it. When I say a lie, motherfucker, it's in the Bible. I'm telling you that it sounds like it's the truth because I've been doing it for a while. I've been doing it at McDonald's when I tried to get a job there. I was doing it in college. I was doing it in law school. I was doing it in business. But I did not harm anyone. I got things moving. There is a difference. I'm not a manipulative wannabe player, hustler, pimp, motherfucker. I don't go out manipulating women and lying to them. I don't do that. But when it comes to this chip game, I come from where people die with the guns on them trying to make money. I don't come from that fantasy shit, that fantasy football shit y'all playing, where you can get the best pictures, the best pitchers and the best linebackers and wide receivers. I don't come from that. I come from where we had to build a team. And sometimes I'm calling the motherfuckers bluff. Sometimes I don't got no shit in my hands. I'm just telling them that it's here. Sometimes I stick my hand in my pocket and make it look like a bulge of a 9mm on you. You understand what I'm saying? I got to do all tactics when I'm trying to come up. And I'm just putting this out there because I know sometimes we trying to avoid the devils, but the devil is what we are around. This is why I'm telling you to get your shit right and build your own and stand on your own too. So you have something. So when they come and try to take it, and they will. When you get tired of dealing with motherfuckers trying to cut a deal with you, because they will. When you get tired of every contract you sign, you see a motherfucker trying to steal from you, and they will. That you are able to stand back like me and say, what did I expect? I brought the snake into my house. I should not be mad that, you know what I'm saying, that it struck me. It's the nature of the snake. It's the nature of this game. And if you don't understand its nature, that all these people are lying to you thought you went to school because they are teaching you how to become an educated person. The real reason they take you to school is so you can be a first round draft pick for these jobs in this industry, and that your slave ass will pay taxes forever. What if they told you that's the reason why? Did you know that educated people make twice as much money as non-college graduates? And let's translate that. Do you know that we can make more money off of you if you are more educated? You'll contribute more taxes. You'll get higher up so we can take advantage of your knowledge. You will not do anything for yourself. You will get out of school and think I need to do something for someone else. Don't you know, you goddamn cow, we're milking you until you can only push out powdered milk, and then we're gonna murder your ass and give you off the steak to somebody else? The product, the hustle, the chips never cease. But I brush my cow every day. I give them the best of food. I give them the best of grains. I give you the best books. I give you the best education. It's the same thing. It's a grand lie, homie. And you trying to make a grand with your lie. 100 grand. 1,000,000 grand with your lie. All I do when I do these things for you on RNG is to bring you into the awareness of what's around you, homie. Of what this game is really about. Motherfuckers don't care. They will say what they have to say. When we were young on the streets and a dude would put salt in the game to a woman about me or a young girl, you know, we were ready to fight. And then I became a man and understood this motherfucker, it's the nature of the game. I'm walking out into a club with 100 motherfuckers and 100 brothers. Because it's the difference between 100 motherfuckers and 100 brothers. I'm walking around with 100 motherfuckers that see me come into the club and say, look at that dude. Who do he think he is? That motherfucker got on a 1999 Raider jacket. That motherfucker got on some funny ass shoes. He's sitting there trying to salt me to a girl I never even met and I don't even know. He see the shine and the glow from a cat walking into the game. And he want to salt me. He want to put salt on the ground just because he think I'm a snail or a slug. But I float. I'm like God. Same way with this chip game. They see you coming. They're going to salt the road. They're going to lie to you. They're going to take advantage of you. They're going to tell you that we love you. We taking care of you. And you the only dumb motherfucker believing it. And now you listen to this whole podcast for the last 20 minutes and you say, damn, Freeman telling me to lie. Next time, partner.